Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we unravel the hidden stories within corporate filings. Today, we're diving into Quince Therapeutics' latest report, and let's just say things are getting interesting with some financial tweaks that could mean big things. Before we get into the weeds, if you love getting these unfiltered insights into company finances, make sure you are subscribed. And if you want to connect with fellow analysts and dive even deeper, our Discord community link is in the description. Alright, let's get right into it. Quince Therapeutics Incorporated, or QNCX as you might know them on the stock market, has just filed an 8K report. Now, an 8K is basically a company's way of telling the public about major events that shareholders should know about, like a big deal or a significant change in their business. The main story here is about a change to their existing financing deal, specifically with the E.I.B facility, which is basically a credit line, a way for the company to borrow money. They've been working with this facility since 2020 on the 25th of September of this year. They made some adjustments. So, what is the big news for a specific period from the 1st of January 2026 to the 31st of March? 2026, they've gotten permission to significantly lower the amount of readily available cash they need to keep on hand. We were talking about a drop from over 14.5 million euros down to just 5 million euros. That is a huge reduction, freeing up over 9 million euros. Think about what this means. Companies need to keep a certain amount of cash handy to cover their immediate expenses and unexpected issues. By reducing this requirement, Quince Therapeutics is signaling a few things. Maybe they believe their short-term financial needs are less pressing, or perhaps they plan to use that freed up cash for something else, like investing in new projects or strengthening their operations. It is a signal that they feel more comfortable with their cash situation moving into the new year. But that's not all. They've also adjusted the interest payments on this credit facility. Out of a total deferred interest rate, a portion of it, specifically 1%, is being converted into a fixed payment that is due by the 31st of March 2026. Deferred interest is essentially interest that you don't have to pay right away, but it accumulates. By converting a sliver of this into a fixed payment, they essentially making a small known debt payment, instead of letting it all float in a deferred state. This might be a move to clarify their financial obligations and manage their cash flow more predictably. Now, this filing doesn't give us a full financial breakdown like a quarterly report would. We don't see revenue numbers or profit margins here. However, these types of amendments to loan agreements are crucial. They often reflect a company's confidence in its future or its need to adapt to changing financial landscapes. For Quince Therapeutics, it looks like they strategically adjusting their financial obligations, likely to gain more flexibility. What is interesting here is that this doesn't necessarily mean financial trouble. In fact, a company that feels confident about its future might negotiate to reduce its minimum cash reserves, seeing it as an opportunity cost of simply holding on to money that could be working harder elsewhere. However, it is always worth keeping an eye on how this freed up capital is used. Is it going into research and development, a critical area for a therapeutics company? Is it being used to pay down other debts? Or is it simply a sign of tighter times ahead where they need every euro they can get? Without more financial details in this specific filing, we can only speculate on the exact drivers. Now, looking at the overall picture for Quince Therapeutics Incorporated. They are in the business of developing new medical treatments, a field that is inherently risky, but can also be incredibly rewarding if successful. Companies in this space rely heavily on securing funding for their research and development pipelines. Agreements like this E.I.B facility are therefore vital lifelines. The amendment suggests a period of adjustment, and for investors, the key will be to watch how this financial flexibility translates into tangible progress in their drug development programs. The reduction in minimum cash balance could be a positive sign of prudence and efficiency, or it could be a signal that they are anticipating some tighter cash flows in the near future and are proactively managing them. The risks for a company like Quince Therapeutics are significant. Clinical trials are long, expensive, and often unsuccessful. Regulatory hurdles can be immense. Competition from other pharmaceutical and biotechnology companies is fierce. Any misstep in their research or finances can have severe consequences. On the flip side, a successful drug or therapy can lead to massive returns. In conclusion, Quince Therapeutics appears to be taking a proactive stance in managing its financial resources. The amendment to its E.I.B facility, by reducing its minimum cash balance requirement and adjusting interest payments, signals a move towards increased financial flexibility. While this filing does reveal specific financial performance figures, these strategic adjustments are noteworthy. For investors, the focus should be on how this newfound flexibility will be leveraged to advance their drug development pipeline and whether it will lead to positive outcomes in the competitive healthcare landscape. It's a move that could either provide a crucial boost or signal an underlying need for careful financial management. Alright, that is our quick dive into Quince Therapeutics' latest filing. What is your take on these financial maneuvers and what they might mean for the company? Future, drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this analysis helpful, please hit that like button and subscribe for more corporate deep dives. And don't forget to join our Discord community linked in the description for more discussions and insights. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next one.